Far from the Capitol Park is a fun and interesting place, the Old City Cemetery in Sacramento. It's been a busy place this month, not because of the increase in number of people being buried, but because of a renewed effort to bring alive the city's rich history with lantern tours like that one. I took a trip to the cemetery to see how this new popularity is helping them preserve and reserve the effects of time and weather. Statues, stone markers, and old iron fences.
As you go through here, you just see these things. You see the history.
Beaten down by time, but still holding the stories of those who built this town.
There is something about this place. Most people who start coming out here fall in love with it.
It's been almost 175 years since the Old City Cemetery was established, and it's now going through a renaissance.
Chaos and calamity here in Sacramento.
Lantern tours of the cemetery.
We're standing upon their bed,
sold out.
crying for help.
Prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims.
Movie night among the graves, sold out.
There are places where the ground ripped apart, too.
And more people are coming to see the volunteers get into character and bring alive the stories from interesting Sacramentans who are buried here.
My name is Amy Crocker Garrard. I had tattoos. I married 5 times, but only once in each decade, and always to men in their 20s.
What makes this cemetery so different is that there are people from all walks of life here, rich, poor, and everything in between.
All the graves in these plots are pointing towards Mecca, whereas in the Christian graves here, they're pointing west.
The youngest son of Alexander Hamilton buried here. We've got John Sutter Jr. buried here.
The Old City Cemetery Committee is behind all the lantern tours and movie nights. They play a key role for the cemetery, and it's not just historical entertainment.
The lantern tours alone raise about $30,000, and that's all intended to be for restoration and repair of our tombstones here.
Repairing the weathered or damaged tombstones, fencing, and statues is expensive.
Nature takes its course.
Each repair costing thousands or tens of thousands of dollars.
And when it fell, it damaged this plot, so it tore through this fence line.
Making matters worse, the storms from early this year.
I didn't even know the extent of the damage until I got into it.
And removing the trees is tricky. The roots can get wound up around coffins.
We can't pull up any more roots, so we'll have to cut it and grind it down as it is so that we don't cause any more damage.
There are so many damaged or weather-worn gravestones, it would take hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix them all. But who knows? Strange things happen in cemeteries.
The eternal residents, that's what we like to call them here, they interact with us. They appreciate the attention, and you can feel that when you're here at night.
You can help the Old City Cemetery, the committee there, preserve Sacramento's history. Head to their website, historicoldcitycemetery.org, and there you can donate, learn about volunteer opportunities, or become a member so you can be first in line to grab those coveted lantern tour tickets that sell out every year. They go in less than 24 hours. They have one tour, Saturday tour, left this season, and it's a good one. They'll be celebrating Veterans Day by telling the true stories of vets laid to rest here in the cemetery. Should be a good time. 8:48 right now. Let's get over to John Viev to talk.